Larry pulled out a photo. He realized that a stranger on the train was his biological father.
Hey, Casey Jones, where's this train headed?
Springfield.
Yeah, what state?
So he held up a sign, hoping to hitch a ride. When the Simpsons drove past him, Homer wanted to help him, but Marge disagreed. After arguing for a long time, Homer decided to turn around and pick him up anyway. Larry was very grateful to the Simpsons for being the only ones willing to help him. In the car, he pulled out a photo of Burns and asked them if they recognized him.
Yeah, sure, we know him. That's Mr. Burns. He tried to kill our puppy. He sexually harassed me.
He stole my fiancée. He made fun of my weight.
Okay, so there's been a little friction. Know his address?
Larry arrived at Burns's mansion. He couldn't believe his biological father was so wealthy. Smithers thought he was a salesman and tried to send him away, but Burns appeared and asked Larry who he was.
Well, I'm a little nervous here. Well, Mr. Burns, I'm your son.
Burns examined the age spot on Larry's head. He confirmed that Larry was his biological son. Larry wanted to know why Burns had abandoned him. Burns began telling the story of what happened in 1939. Burns attended his 25th Yale class reunion. He saw Mimsy, the woman who had rejected him in college. However, by then, Mimsy already had wrinkles and a few gray hairs.
But my adoring eyes saw past those minor imperfections to her 21-year-old daughter, Lily.
Soon, Burns began dating Mimsy's daughter, Lily. They went to a museum and spent a wonderful evening there. That's how Larry was born. But Lily's family forced her to give up the child and sent her to a convent in the South. Then Burns asked Larry to tell his story. Larry had lived in an orphanage until he was 18. After that, he scraped by doing odd jobs. Burns felt sorry for him and decided to give him a good life. Then he took Larry to a luxurious bedroom.
Pop, nobody's ever been so nice to me.
Yes. All right. Good to see you, too.
The next day, Homer saw Larry in the office. He asked in surprise what he was doing there.
I'm Larry Burns, the boss's son.
Homer was very nervous and immediately pretended he was working hard, but Larry didn't want to work either. He admitted he was actually very lazy. He even felt tired, just sitting down.
So lazy.
That evening, Burns took Larry to an exclusive cocktail party. Larry had never seen such a grand occasion. His rude behavior toward others left Burns feeling utterly helpless. Burns brought in 2 professors from Yale University, hoping to educate his son. But after evaluating Larry's test scores, the professors told Burns he'd have to donate an international airport to Yale before they'd accept him. Burns got even angrier and kicked them out on the spot. That's when Smither found out he'd gone out drinking. Larry had already become good friends with Homer. Larry didn't understand why everyone here hated his dad. He truly believed his father was a good man. To prove his point, he invited Homer over to his house, but Burns called Homer a moron and refused to eat with him.
Dad, what's with you tonight? I mean, I'm getting frostbite over here.
I'll tell you what's with me. The humiliation of having a coarse, boorish ignoramus for a son.
I should go.
Larry couldn't understand why his father had suddenly turned against him. Homer came up with a plan for Larry to prove Burns' love for him. He sent Burns a letter claiming that Larry had been kidnapped. Burns immediately called the police. Burns was heartbroken over the loss of his son. Although he disliked his rude son, he didn't want anyone to take anything away from him. Marge discovered a bunch of strange wires leading all the way to the basement. When Marge saw Larry, she wondered why he was there.